Do you want to find your next deal faster, easier, and for free? Propwire can help you do just that by list stacking. What is list stacking? Propwire makes it easy to find off-market sellers. All you have to do is type in any zip code, city, or county to get a list of properties in that area. With Propwire, you can search leads with preset filters, run a custom search, or create a stacked list to laser target the most motivated sellers in your area. Propwire offers you 17 lead types to choose from, including vacant houses, pre-foreclosures, absentee owners, REOs, high equity, inherited houses, and more. These houses are not on the MLS, so they can be bought at a discount and flipped for profit. With Propwire, you have access to a treasure trove of off-market properties just waiting to be discovered. List stacking is where we stack multiple lead types to narrow down your search. For example, choosing high equity and absentee owners would show you homes that were owned by people who did not live in the home, who also had a high amount of equity in the property. Now, each property on this new list has to meet both requirements. You've now stacked these lists and filtered out properties that don't fit that exact criteria. To be clear, this new list would have to be both an absentee owner and have high equity, not just one or the other. This provides you an incredibly powerful way to find exactly the kind of lead you're looking for. And once you've stacked these leads and found the data that you like, you can download the data and work with it however you'd like. Maybe you'd prefer sorting through it in your favorite CRM, or maybe you like looking at all this data in a large Excel spreadsheet and organizing it more in depth yourself. With Propwire, you can power your marketing with unlimited free property downloads. This means you have unlimited free leads for postcards and letters and Facebook and Google ads, cold calling, ringless voicemail, and text messages. So let me show you how this works inside the software. So here we are on propwire.com. Let's show you how list stacking really works. We're gonna go here and we're going to search in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're gonna look at the lead types. Let's do absentee owners and high equity. And we'll click search. It shows us that in Charlotte, North Carolina, absentee owners and high equity, there are 208,509 results. But here's what's important, is right now it's showing us both high equity owners and absentee owners. It is not stacking the list. So click on this drop down here and you'll see must match all selected. When you click this very important tab, our results go from 208,000 down to 74,000, which is obviously still tons, but is much more manageable. This must match all selected means that I don't want to just see everyone who's high equity and also everyone who is absentee owners. It says I only want to see people who have both. They have to be an absentee owner and have high equity. Otherwise, you might see some that are just absentee owners that don't necessarily have high equity without this selected. So you make sure if you want to list stack, you say must match all selected. So you can see how we took it from 208,000 down to 74,000. This gives us much more of a narrow result. Obviously, if we were looking in a specific neighborhood or area of Charlotte, that would be even further. But let's say I also wanted to know absentee owners with high equity who also lived out of state. And again, we have that must match all selected. It took us from 70-something thousand down to 21,000. So not only are they absentee, but they're absentee and out of state. They also have high equity, which means there's a good chance that if they don't live in the North Carolina area, that maybe they're tired of owning that property and would be willing to sell it to you for a discount. You can continue adding until you get down to your desired results and can go from there with all the data that you need. But there are some that are going to work and some that aren't. For instance, if you put bank-owned high equity, those two are kind of conflicting. They're probably not going to be bank-owned and high equity, otherwise they wouldn't have been foreclosed on. So you can play with what list stack you like and to get to the results you want in order to achieve what you want to achieve. Then once you've got all the data you want, we can sort by equity percentage, as in the percentage they own. They have 20% equity, 40%, 80%, or the actual dollar amount, or the property value. You could also dive into the Advanced tab and go into property details and set minimum or maximum year built. You want to make sure that the building size is at least so many square feet or no more than this many square feet. Same with the lot size, has to have so many beds, can't have more beds than this, baths. You could also go down to the owners and indicate some things about them where you want them to be, or maybe the financial details of what you're looking for in each property. So you could dive into all these filters and narrow down this list of 21,000 even further to match perfectly the kind of lead you want. And this is the power of list stacking and using all the advanced filters inside of Propwire. If you're logged into Propwire, you'll see this button that you can save this search. And you could save, and you could even say notify me when new leads are found. So whenever they find new data that supports this list, they'll let you know, so you don't have to keep running this test over and over again. As always, all this data is free and available to you, and you can download. You could throw it into an Excel spreadsheet or into your favorite CRM software, just as you would with any of the data on Propwire. We hope you'll continue to list stack and find absolutely incredible leads for your real estate business, and would love to hear about the success you have in finding deals to wholesale and flip using the Propwire software. Comment down below any questions you have, and if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to see more videos on how Propwire can power your real estate business to the next level.